Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Apotheosis. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out all of our social links, including our Discord. Oh, thank you. I thought the bot wasn't working. Including our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube, you can go and catch up on all the things. Twitter, come and get involved in the community. Send me a DM, I'll get you a game. And Discord, you can come and talk about this game and all of the wonderful things that we do within it, including making crazy playlists, as we have just made another playlist each, I think, ready for this very second. Also,
I'm still working on mine.
please check out the tweet. Did I update the tweet? I think I tweeted out the tweet. Check out the tweet. If someone could confirm that's the right tweet, that'd be amazing. Go and retweet it, let your friends know where you are, and let's check. Ooh, wow! Pumpkin coming in with... Seriously? All of those?
What? What happened? What did I miss?
Wait, what?
I think I just got 9 advantages.
What?
Yeah, on top of the like 6 or 7 you've already got. Oh my days. Let's talk about our sponsors. We are sponsored by the Deck of Many. You've heard of their Deck of Many things. You saw the Deck of Many animated spell cards the other day from Kayla, and I know
I have some of those.
Josh has some of those as well. And I'd like to highlight the Deck of Many animated spell cards. They currently have a special offer on their website at the moment, which gives a $5 discount on the on the cards. So go and check them out. Also, please check out Mage Hand Press, who make content for 5e, third-party content for 5e, which allows play in space or on the high seas or all over the place. Check them out too. We're very grateful to both of them. On the Mage Hand Press website, you get a 15% discount using our code MHPSCRAP. Quick shout out to Raven. Perhaps a moment of silence. As
We love you.
we left their character behind.
You didn't leave Bubbles behind. She willingly chose to stay behind to save your butts, okay?
Oh,
Honor her memory.
oh.
I was gonna show them off, but I can't find them.
Always the way.
I just moved. Everything is in boxes.
Valid. That's cool. Yeah, so there's a shout out for Raven. Hey, Mackenzie.
Raven is the best.
Yeah.
Raven is the best. Hi. I'm also here. Hello.
Pour one out for my homies. Have any? Hey, Mackenzie.
Yes. Hi,
Hi.
what's up?
Hi.
It's my show. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat a waffle now, so if you introduce everyone, that'd be great. I have chocolate waffles, chat. Okay.
Look,
Amber Garin, I miss Bubbles as well.
hi,
I
y'all.
literally can't see the screen with these glasses on.
Hi, y'all. I'm Mackenzie, also known as Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I'm the DM for the stream and also apparently the only responsible adult, ? Who knows? I doubt it. Anyways, hi, I'm in my beanie glory today. You can find me up there on Twitter. You can find me here in the DMC for like this week and then 2 more for Apotheosis. You can also find me as a player in Tactic Diplomacy on Mondays on this channel and in Encounter Roleplays The Broken Crown every Wednesday afternoon. If you don't like streaming and they're too long, then you can actually listen to me in podcast form starting next week, October 22nd, as the first episode of the One-on-One, a D&D Duet campaign podcast relaunch drops next week. Cool thing, I'm now the DM for that show. I'm going to be DMing for the next 6 episodes, so if you like my DMing style here, you can see a little bit more of that as I put my loving partner in love, crime, and shenanigans, Dennis Aldea, through fun. You can check that out on at One-on-One DND on Twitter. Last but certainly not least, check out my writing on Itch.io and DM's Guild. I just released a Canaro's Candy Compendium, a collection of 50 magical candies for your D&D games. You can buy it on DM's Guild for like $5. It's super exciting and I loved it. The art is super, super cute. I think that's it. That's all my stuff. Everything else is just on Twitter. I yell about things. Again, Raven isn't going to be joining us, but we love her. And Bubbles is with us always. And I may have been talking to Raven about what we're going to do for the finale because honestly, we still need to honor Bubbles, but like, shh. So let's pop down to Joshua. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi! There's the mute button. Yes, I'm Joshua, at Joshua Barbeau on Twitter. You can find me here on Tuesdays. You can also find me. I am DMing another show on Raven's channel, not our Raven, different Raven, called The Peasants Strike Back. You can find the details of that in my Twitter. It's a hilarious romp about peasants fighting murder hobo heroes. I write stuff. I've got a couple of different things in the works that are hopefully going to be out on DM's Guild very soon. And I like to interact with people on Twitter. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you like TTRPGs, if you like the stream, if you like my character, if you like anything about any of the stuff that I'm doing, please reach out to me. I'm happy to chat. Yeah, and I'm wearing sunglasses at night because Sasira. And I've only got a few weeks left to play him, and I'm not broken up about it at all.
I immediately got the Blues Brothers in my head. Oh, we've got another big donation coming. Oh my. What is this? Sphinx, this might help shift the balance back. I heard tale of difficult battles ahead. Auto successes for everyone. And by everyone, the free players.
Oh boy. Thank you.
Thank you
I
so
just
much.
looked at the overlay and how many advantages I
It's
have.
ridiculous. It's absolutely redonkulous.
I have
You
double
have 2 stacks. That's
Like,
not fair.
I can like hide my face behind them.
That's insane.
This makes me so happy.
Like, I was trying to build them upwards, and I realized there was just no way this was gonna work.
Do you guys want a TPK? Is that what you're hoping for here? Like,
Oh, trust me,
They're
they don't
looking
need
to
to give
hurt
me
us.
advantages to enable a TPK. These are already high CR creatures anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go pop over to, speaking of, terrible segue, but let's go over to the soft and lovely and I don't want to hurt in any way, Zelda. It's Zelda Android. Oh, hi.
Why does that seem so
Hi.
sinister?
Am I like? Is that what I'm known for? Is that I don't hurt anyone, or is
Zelda,
that
no,
just like
Zelda,
the stuff?
I don't want to hurt you because you are soft and you melt easily.
Well, I mean, this might be a call-out post, I guess, but you might as well just like, you know what, just at me next time.
I literally did. I said, let's go say hi to Zelda, who is soft. I don't know how more direct I can get other than like going to see you in person.
Well, a better segue. Let's talk about someone who's really soft. Cepheus, who is a large boy.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Large and in George and a lottie coming. Yeah, he's a big minotaur, brother of Sisera, and best friend of the late and dear.
She's not dead.
She's not dead. Listen. It's just separation, and he's having separation anxiety. He gave all his baked goods away. He is now angry. He's an angry man with angry hands.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh boy.
The devil better watch out, because war and a big dumb man is coming after him.
Okay. Last but certainly not least, oh hi Scarticus, who are you playing?
Oh hi, and first of all, thank you very much to Durza, who gifts me an advantage, with a message. Well, Skooka since choir couldn't happen. I hope they feel better soon. Choir of Elements, yes, thank you
There
very
we
much.
go. There we go.
Yeah, it took me a second, but I'm there. I thought through what I was saying before I said it. Thank you. Skooka Clanahan, well, it's all a bit confusing now, isn't it? But one thing we do know is that Bubbles and the memory of Bubbles has to be honored. So I guess that's where we are now.
You did have an epic cigarette flick last episode, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, who knew Skooka was a smoker? I didn't, but he is now.
Speaking of last episode, does anyone want to do a recap or should I?
I can do a quick one.
Okay.
Mackenzie killed Bubbles.
Yeah.
So we were. So we
I
went to a
remember that.
petrol station and started a fight. Boom! Done!
I can't
Okay.
believe it.
Okay, look. I'll let that slide. But you have to message Raven personally and say Bubbles is dead.
I'm not the one who has to live with it. Okay, you did this.
No, Raven and I did this. I talked with Raven about this. I didn't just murk her character. Raven and I agreed. Raven made a deal with the DM, so you know, we do things. Anyway, so yeah. Also, so after leaving a gas station which you started a fight at, you started driving back towards Old Hyperion. And as you started driving back, everything was on fire, and then you almost got attacked by a giant skeletal flaming bird that looks like an amalgamation of brimstone, and it started raining hellfire down on the street, and that's where we left everyone. Oh, hi.
Oh, right!
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, everything is burning, and
A lot happened last session. A lot
yeah, a lot
happened.
happened.
Death bird.
A lot happened.
The death bird.
Well, I believe I was driving the car.
Yes, you are driving the car as this giant flaming bird just and just sort of almost dive bombs your car, and like from its wings kind of falls these like showers of brimstone.
A giant firebird? The poster! I'm up to speed. Hi, everyone.
Oh, it's the poster! It's the poster!
Yeah, you didn't realize
It's like
that
saying
in
the
last
it's like
session?
no, I didn't. Hi, my name's Granicus. I'm a professional storyteller.
Oh, boy.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you just caught up.
Hey, I'm just gonna say thank you so much for these advantages.
Listen, I knew right away.
Anyways, so yes, this bird comes streaking down, this like dive bombs you down, and brimstone starts raining from its wings. And you're driving into the city. What do you do?
I'm clearly missing Bubbles because I saw the Academy monitor post a link for Redbubble and all. What do I do? So this thing is coming straight for us, right?
It basically, it didn't hit you. It dive bombed you and sort of soared right past you. But as it sort of came from you, there are like literal just flaming chunks of brimstone just starting to impact the ground around you.
Okay, well I dodged the chunks of brimstone.
Okay, roll me a driving check.
I go off-road if I have to.
Roll me a driving check.
I have that proficiency.
Yes, you have proficiency, unlike the person who actually owns this car.
Yeah, I do not have proficiency.
Ta-da! 16. Land
On
vehicles.
a 16, you swerve and you screech, and you can actually, like, there's one part where you have to, like, turn down a side street, and you can hear the tire just against the asphalt, but you are successfully able to dodge these flaming chunks. As one almost, like, actually one does, like, knock off one of the side mirrors of this already battered car, if it did have side mirrors to start with, but you are able to...
It only had one side mirror left.
Now
so
it has none.
We lost the other one a while back.
And you are able to start dodging these. You can see, like, as where these chunks impact the ground, it just starts, the flames themselves just seem to, like, find the cracks in the sidewalk and just, like, spread. As if there was gasoline on the ground, but there isn't actually any. You can see it just starts seeping through these cracks in the sidewalk. These impacts, like, shatter the asphalt. And you can see steam starting to rise from them as you drive. Where are you going?
Well, I pull the handbrake and screech to a halt.
Middle of the road, or do you pull over?
Middle of the road.
Okay. You stop in the middle of the road.
Is that something we need to be worried about?
I'd assume so.
I mean, like, directly. Is that something we should be dealing with? Or
I mean,
is that just a distraction that we should ignore until we deal with the bigger problem. Like if we take out Old Scratch, is that Firebird just gonna go poof along with him? Or is that a problem that we need to solve? Because I don't see anybody else.
I mean, it's probably him, but do you, like...
Do I want to punch a giant Firebird in the beak? No.
Are you sure?
That doesn't sound like the most confident no I've heard you say.
I mean... Okay, maybe punching a giant Firebird would be pretty cool. Especially if as I punched the giant Firebird, like it wrapped itself around my fist so that it looked like my fist was a flaming Firebird, not reminiscent of a certain video game character at all.
Well,
but
that'd be like having
what's a video
Phoenix punch. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, a Phoenix punch. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're gonna go fight the Firebird, aren't we?
Everyone make me a perception check.
Look, I know that Cepheus, in their small form, doesn't weigh 1 to 5 pounds.
I think we worked it out to 43 pounds. I am heavy briefcase sized.
I put this to you, Mackenzie.
Uh-huh.
What if someone was to cast Catapult on Cepheus?
Okay.
I'm not saying that that's something that we would do, but I'm,
No.
just
Look,
feeling out the idea.
it is a possibility.
I mean,
But there
maybe
will
you could spend a
be-
spell slot?
There will be a consequence to amplifying your magic that much. I will let it happen, but there will be a consequence.
A consequence greater than, our DM has 2 stacks of advantages?
A consequence
never
to me or Scrap? Or both?
Well, there's definitely going to be a consequence to you, because I believe the spell does state if it's a live creature, they also take the same damage as the creature they hit. But let's not worry too much about that.
It depends if I actually hit it or if I get launched onto it.
Hey, look, that's for y'all to work out.
All right.
But I will let it happen. I will let it happen. I'll just say that much.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want to, drive and fight? We could take turns at the wheel. Just put a brick or something on the accelerator.
By the way, everything looks fine. You don't see anything. This is great. Everything's great.
Perfect. Or do we want to stop and fight it? Because I'm essentially a turret.
I have nothing that can hit it at that height.
I can probably toss you there, Cepheus, while you're wee.
Seth,
Wait,
if he was to toss you up there while you were wee, and then you became not so wee, could you...
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Could you, with your 400 pounds of Minotaur weight, drag that thing to the ground so that I could punch it?
Well, it depends when I get 400 pounds of Minotaur weight back.
That's a good point. We'd have to try to time it right, based on arithmetic and stuff that I don't know too much about, but...
Skuka said he couldn't stop the thing.
There is a
Either.
very loud "Ah!" from behind you. You look out. Do any of you look out or look in the rearview mirror?
But yeah.
You see this bird as it dive bombed you. You could see it sort of peter back up and sort of whirl around, and then these hollow, empty caverns where its eyes should be flare crimson, and it's streaking right towards your car.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Instead of us chasing after a thing that can fly when we can't, let's bring the flying thing to us. And I start hitting the horn. like obnoxiously hitting the horn.
Okay. Cool. Roll me a... I don't know, performance? Would this be performance? I don't know.
Sure. I'm going to start driving while I'm hitting the horn obnoxiously to become this loud, obnoxious, moving target.
Who the heck is this character? There it is. Yes, you can. Roll me first a performance check, and then roll me a driving check.
Using advantage on the performance.
Cool.
14.
Good job, you did.
And my land vehicles check. 25. Wow.
Are you trying to
was
go
one
anywhere
off
in
of a nat 20.
particular? Or are you trying to go anywhere in particular, or are you just like honking and spinning in circles?
Finding the longest stretch of straight road that I can find, and then
Okay.
just driving straight down that long stretch
All
of
right.
road.
You can make. The cool thing about this city is that almost all the streets run parallel because they were once built off orange groves. Haha, that's a fun fact about the city I live in, also, which is the setting of Old Hyperion is based off of. But you are able to like turn left and then turn right. There, surprisingly, the streets are very empty. It's like no one wants to go outside during the apocalypse. You careen left and then you screech right, all the while just like your car horn.
Of course, it is a Mini Cooper though, so it's a little like.
No, wait.
There it is.
You are
That's the
able-
right level of annoying, right there.
There we go.
I'm gonna stand up on my seat.
Okay, this car has no roof, by the way.
I know.
So you are able to
Yeah,
find
we took it off.
this.
Yeah, it's like we planned this,
Long-
honestly.
You are you're able to find this long stretch of road at the very, very end, like a solid couple miles away. You can actually see like a little bit of a roundabout, sort of where it's surrounded by like some of the taller buildings and like what was once probably the city center, and you can just start speeding towards that. This bird, hold on. This bird is gonna try and keep up with you, but it's having a little bit of trouble. Just sort of as you turn and wheel across those corners, it just sort of and then like almost misses you. You can see it like actually almost skid and hit the ground, and it's just like this flaming, just gout of fire like streaks off in its wake, and it like actually the impact like causes some of the building windows to like shatter from the sheer force and wind. But you are able to drive. Skooga, you are standing up in your seat.
Yeah, I'm gonna Cepheus, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, just brace yourself, and I'm gonna wait for the right. When I say jump, jump for me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna wait for a moment when the creature flies close. You say burning caverns of death, Mackenzie. I hear targets.
Okay.
This is gonna
bird,
hurt.
for a while, as you sort of start, as Cicero makes this final like wheeling turn onto this long stretch of road, you lose sight of this bird, and it's almost as if like the glow of the sun itself starts like comes out from one behind the buildings, and you see these massive flaming wings just like start buffeting you. You can feel the hot air sort of rush into your face, and it starts like going back down to dive bomb your car.
Right, as it comes in, I wait for my moment. Seth, jump!
Seth's gonna leap as high as he can in his tiny body.
Okay, this happens.
And I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
cast.
like launch himself off the back seat, like the top seat part of the back seat, and just leap as far as he can up into the air.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast catapult.
This happens. I let it happen.
Hang
But
on,
there
hang
will
on,
be
hang on, hang on.
consequences.
What's the higher level cast of catapult?
Does it have a scalable by level thing?
Is
It
it
does.
called
It increases by 5 pounds. Unfortunately, I only have level 2 spells because.
I am being yeeted.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast it at level 2 to reduce the amount that I'm increasing it as much as I can, but I am still scaling this up a little. I'm essentially borrowing a level 4 spell slot to do this. Whoops.
That's fine. Like I said, you can do this. There's going to be consequences for exerting your magic this time.
I shout the verbal component, which I think is yeet.
Sorry, it's Yayi.
Yeah,
yeet. I know OASF goes.
I am
Okay,
airborne.
I am gonna, because I don't want Cepheus to miss, and because you did exert yourself, I'm not going to have this bird try and dodge. This bird immediately takes it. How much damage does it do?
Do I get an attack off this as well? Question.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna push for sneak attack here, because technically, when Cepheus gets close enough to do damage, they are within 5 feet.
5 feet.
So is this like a used my reaction to opportunity attack kind of thing, or is this like a burn my action for this round type of thing?
21 points of damage though, and that would hit Cepheus as well. I think the 21 points of damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, then
this?
if I know this is gonna hurt, I'm definitely raging beforehand. If I'm,
I would like you to rage as you're flying through the air.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can rage. I'll let that happen. You're not technically in combat, so this doesn't have to be action-reaction economy.
Can Cepheus also can this also be exactly 1 hour when Cepheus is mid-air?
No.
We're asking so much from Mackenzie right now.
Yeah, we are.
No.
It has not been an hour yet.
We don't need it, because I know we're not quite in combat yet. I'm gonna action surge and cast enlarge.
Or you could do that too.
Sorry?
I said, or you could do that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's concentration, so I guess technically it falls, and I'm gonna increase Cepheus's size. Big Cepheus. The physics don't work. Don't look too closely at the physics. F equals ma. Don't look at it. But
just wait. Let me just inspect that physics real quick.
No, the math checks out. The math checks out.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I'm not an engineer. Sure. Yeah, I'll let that happen. How does that change the amount of damage that catapult does?
I don't think it doesn't change the amount of the catapult does, but it does mean that Cepheus goes to double their original size in all dimensions.
Or back to normal size.
Basically, I'm back to Ceph size.
Yeah.
I am Ceph sized again. Ceph shape.
I think reduce would cancel and then enlarge would hit. It's technically a concentration spell. I just didn't know how to stop concentrating on it.
That's a mood. Also, yeah, sure.
So I'm
that
big
happens.
Cepheus.
You're not just normal Cepheus. You are chonky Cepheus.
I am. Wait, how big?
You're chonkiest.
You double in all dimensions.
So I am.
You're 12 feet tall.
700, just over 700 pounds.
700 pounds. Yeah.
God. Okay.
You went from tiny to big. This became a Honey I Shrunk the Kids movie.
Or a Yellow Jacket arc. I mean, we're here.
I am a very angry large Ceph.
Look, we're here. We're clear. We're ready to stop the end of the world. It's fine.
You also get 1d4 extra damage from your weapons growing with you.
I do.
Okay. So, let's break this all down, because a lot just happened, and I want to savor this moment, and I also need to track how much damage just happened. So, you yeet Cepheus. Would Skuka, since this is your magic, you want to describe how this looks?
I just you yeet, and then now how did bubbles do it? They go oh, Cepheus, do you want to be small? Douche. Cepheus grows. Look, don't question it, alright? That's how I learned the spell.
Look, somewhere in the distance you might hear the faint judgment of God, but other than that, it works. Okay, so catapult does 21 points of damage, correct?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. I gotta bring out the calculator for this bad boy. Cool. And then, so Cepheus, you take half of that.
Okay. So
you also,
10 or
however, we'll round down 10.
Okay.
You suddenly feel yourself suddenly not small, and then very not small. As you're soaring through the air, you just suddenly feel everything just suddenly expand and grow. Even like the axe in your hand feels like it suddenly swells in size. And you are hurtling towards this fiery bird.
Seth
a suddenly smaller
starts
bird.
laughing as he's being launched into the air. This is great.
Oh, and you raged, yeah?
I did.
Okay. Nothing happens. I'm just mentally noting.
Okay.
Okay.
So how am I gonna hit this bird?
I don't
Tell
know.
me, Mackenzie.
You look. Do you want to just like kaplow into the bird, or do you want to like try and like dex save yourself so you can like get on the back of this bird?
Probably get on the back of the bird.
Okay, you're gonna have to make me a dex save.
I don't want to die, so I'm gonna auto success this one.
Valid. Okay, you're big. This bird looked a lot bigger when you were small. It looks manageable now. You're able to like, as you're flying, you're able to like sort of drive the butt of your axe into like its skull and then like pivot around and then like sit yourself around this bird so you're like straddling its neck. And it just sort of lets out a ah! As it tries to like buck you off, but you were able to stand. You are on a flaming bird though. So you do take you take some.
Hey, chicken.
Oh man, I can't. Okay, you
I'd
take
say it deeper, but I literally can't.
you take 9 points of fire damage and 14 points of necrotic damage.
Oh yeah.
And you sit on this bird of brimstone.
Oof.
I'm just
oof.
imagining the Cepheus voice enlarged. I bet it sounds like a bass tuba.
It sounds
It's
like
big.
tall squall, but like deeper tall squall.
Oh man.
So I took 23 damage.
Yes. But you are now on the back of this bird. It is, if you're able to, well, Skuka, as you're watching this happen, you see Cepheus successfully land on this bird, and then this bird almost starts to swerve. You can see parts of its wings start crashing into some of the buildings as it tries to rear and buck Cepheus off.
Can I go? Can I go?
Yeah,
ham
go
now?
ahead.
Can
Y'all
I go
aren't in
apeshit?
combat. Y'all aren't in combat. Go swing.
Yeah, no, I'm swinging. I'm swinging hard.
Swing hard.
So,
Sweet chariot.
I will also
Because-
say, because you're kind of on top of this bird, it kind of counts as prone, so you probably get advantage.
Ooh.
okay.
It's essentially prone from where you're sitting. It's like, it's not like actually prone, but also it's like it can't really avoid you. So, you know.
I'm gonna take my 3 attacks because
Okay.
it's 1, 2, 3. So it's a 23, a 16, and a 25 hit.
Okay. The 23 and the 25 hit, the 16 does not.
Okay.
Damn.
So that's
This is with booming, with the cantrip.
this is with
Good lord.
Booming Blade, Enlarge, and Rage all together.
Sweet.
So that's 20
31.
plus. So that's the first hit.
Okay.
That's the second hit.
Good lord, Zelda, you can't roll, but it also doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Zelda's learned to overcome
Wait,
the
wait.
rolls.
I'm going to whole ass action surge here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull out 2 more attacks.
Okay.
This one does a 24 and an 18 hit,
19, because
or sorry, 19. They both hit.
Both will hit.
So that's another 20. That's another 30,
Okay.
and that's another 35.
Okay.
Would you stop? It's had enough.
Is there anything else I can do? Question.
I don't know. Is there? Good lord.
Oh, I'm gonna jump off because if it moves away from me, it takes more booming blade damage.
It does.
Oh wait.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna jump off,
Okay.
and it will be immediately taking another 2d8.
Did you roll me the 2d8?
I have not yet, but
Okay.
you know what? Because of the way
I will also say, because all of us have so many advantages, if you want to use an advantage on damage, you can. As long as you let me use my advantages on damage.
No.
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 No deal.
No.
that's another
X-Nay.
8 thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Cool.
do I get it again because of action surge?
Sure.
Does it count as?
Why not?
Okay. This is another 6.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
So wait, 31. Okay, I need a calculator for this.
No.
I need to know how much I did this round.
Are we counting catapult or not? Because that was easily over 100. Just saying. Okay.
Damn,
Cool.
Cepheus.
I was angry. I was mad.
You were bad.
Big
Okay.
chicken.
Well, so Cepheus, do you want to describe what this looks like?
Oh,
As you just sort of like hammer into this bird.
I'm landing on this thing and immediately digging my axe in as I try and catch my footing because I've been launched onto a giant flaming chicken. As soon as I'll wobble and I'll pull my axe out and I'll just start hacking at the back of this bird. And I'm going like for the neck, for the back, and for the wings. And I'm just
Alright.
like massive arcing overhead swings into the back of this chicken before
Yeah.
leaping off of it.
Yeah. In the back of your head, you could hear Ward is like, hit him, right there. Come on, you can do this. Take him down.
Come on, champ, stay on your feet.
Literally.
Lead with a jab.
Pretty much. And as you land this final blow, it lets out this strangled and it starts falling. As you jump off, you can feel the rush of heat as this bird starts like plummeting down, almost beating you. Good Lord,
Is it plummeting towards the car?
it was careening forward. Or did you keep driving down this road as this happened, or did you stop to watch? I guess is the more important question.
In my head, we kept driving, right, Cecilia? You didn't go and brake now, did you?
In my head, we kept driving as well, but the bird was gaining on us, and I don't think it slowed down. I don't think it slowed down just because Seth jumped on its back. So
roll me one more driving check. Let's see how much distance you put between this and this bird. As Cepheus, you start jumping. You're about.
I'm ready to just flip this car to dodge the bird.
Okay, you are.
Just pull one of those, flip,
Okay.
Side brake and flip the car as the bird goes over top of us.
The bird. So Cepheus, you jump off. You're falling about 60 feet, and you can feel this rush of heat as this bird like almost goes belly up and starts falling, almost beating you to the ground. Cecilia, roll me one more driving check. Let's see if you're able to avoid the bird. Okay. Well, you're driving, and you know what? Look, I'll give you this much. It looks fucking cool as shit what Cepheus is doing. Cepheus is doing the most badass cool guys don't look at explosions when walking away, except they're like flying out of the sky as this thing, as this bird essentially explodes in this hailfire of brimstone and molten rock. You can see like some of these buildings, the brick is like literally shattered, and you can see like whole tops of buildings just start sliding towards the road as it just showers and rains down and fills the air with smog and overwhelming heat. Okay, you did not pass your driving check because that was a 9. And so as you're trying to avoid them, you avoid most of them, but then there's this giant chunk of flame. Maybe it was once its peak, but it just bounces behind your car and it hits the rear tire and you just start spinning out.
Oof.
Look.
That's impressive. How do you fall
Alright.
nonchalantly? That's my question to you.
You're Cepheus. So you and the car take 13 points of fire damage and 14 points of necrotic damage. As this hail of brimstone and hellfire sort of just starts singeing you as you try and drive away, as you spin out of control. Cepheus,
Yeah.
60, so 10 feet, it's 1d6 for every 10 feet. right?
Okay.
But you're big. So the last 10 feet don't count.
So
it's only 5d6 of fall damage.
I'm gonna roll it because I know my
Okay.
rolls. Let me roll this, please.
You want advantage?
It finally comes in handy. Look at me go.
Okay.
I know my strength and it's in my weaknesses.
Okay. That's fine. Y'all are fun. You can do this. Cepheus, you fall. You missed the brunt of the impact because the bird basically was falling faster than you. And so you only take half of what I rolled. So you take 6 points of fire damage and 7 points of necrotic damage from the leftover brimstone and hellfire. But the bird is gone, essentially. The bird is gone.
Feeling pretty good about ourselves right now there.
Oh,
You alright,
man.
Sarah?
I take my hands off the wheel. I'm alright. I'm not sure your car's alright.
We'll weld it back together. It'll be alright. Don't you worry about
Honestly,
it.
the car looks surprisingly normal.
It's been through worse.
I'm gonna take, like... I like the around the window and stuff where we've just ripped the roof. I'm just gonna use the firebolt cantrip to, like, roughly weld off the sharp bits. There you go. That looks grand now. There
Roll me a sleight of hand.
By all means. I'm gonna use an advantage on this.
Okay.
Oh, and thank you, Durza, for the free advantage in the pot.
Yeah, on a 20, you are able to weld this car together, or like just smooth out some of the edges. Just fine, you know. Honestly, you've honestly seen this car look worse. It's not bad.
She's a tough old bird.
Indeed. Indeed she is. Wait, we're talking about the car, right? Not the bird that we just fought?
Oh no, that thing was weak as anything. Did you see that? Cepheus took it out in like 6 seconds or something crazy.
Did you
Yeah.
guys see that? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
A
Whoa,
12
Seth,
foot
you're
tall
huge.
Cepheus marches
Sorry.
over.
13 feet tall. Thank you.
13-foot tall Cepheus marches over.
Oh Lord.
I punch Skuka
coming.
in the head
Oh, what was that for?
to break his concentration.
Oh, because I don't know how. I like
Because he
it.
doesn't know how. But I know. I clued in. I was paying attention.
I'm just like, oh, what are you doing that for? Maintaining concentration.
And the concentration stays.
Well, I guess you can't fix stupid. All right. Well,
he kind of saved us there.
he did. Yeah, I couldn't think of a better thing to say and more appropriate thing to say in those circumstances. You can't fit in this car. You could barely fit in this car when you were normal size. So I guess we're walking.
I don't think I can even sit in that car now.
No.
Maybe you could just sort of like perch on the back, you know, if you hold onto the back seats and put your feet on the bumper and sort of just huddle down and
So if I sit in the
Seth,
back of this
step
car,
on the bumper. Show him what'll happen.
So I'm just gonna like kind of, you know, that like just like lean against the back of the car.
The car definitely dents. There's a crunch. You're 700 pounds, Cepheus. What did you expect was going to happen? Oh, also, Skuka, roll me your spellcasting modifier is charisma, yeah?
good question. Yes.
Okay, roll me a charisma saving throw. Okay. You know you just poured a shit ton of magic into what you just did.
That I
It
did.
shouldn't have worked the way it did.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
surprised it worked. And as you sort of think about that, just very briefly, a very, very aching pain starts to hit in your chest.
Oh.
It's
Ah, I thought these things took years to have an effect. God damn it.
it hurts. It hurts.
I was wrong. My weight doesn't double. My size doubles, but my weight is multiplied by 8.
Okay, yeah, the back Scoop's car no longer has a back. the back tires are flat. The boot is crushed.
Oh.
There's this Sepia-sized ass print in the back of your car.
Oh, my car. Oh, my chest.
It's like an asthma attack. That's what it feels like. Your chest is just tight and it hurts to breathe.
God.
Everyone make me a perception check.
I mean, I'm gonna choose to fail. I've had an asthma attack in real life. I'm not thinking about looking around.
Yeah.
I mean, I failed.
Okay. Cool. To see how you're too busy going like, yeah, I told you so. Look at that ass print. I told you so. We couldn't put Cepheus at the back of this car. Cepheus, I think this makes sense because you're bigger and you've got a little bit more perspective. You sort of see these where this bird impacted the ground, or where the chunks of brimstone and hailfire sort of crashed into the ground, and where the debris cracked in the ground. It left these massive cracks. And these cracks, they were smoking before, but now they're smoking red mist. Oddly familiar red mist. You can also see Skuka's chest itself is starting to like almost pulse with a sickly sort of scarlet energy. And you can see in the distance, with a 19, you can see bits of this red smoke that's rising out of these cracks, starting to form very serpentine shapes.
Hey, Skuka, what's going on? Are you okay? What?
I'll probably be alright in a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm like doubled over, hands on my knees.
Oh yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
I probably just overdid the magic, that's all. Just give me a minute, I'll be alright.
Hey, Cicero, can you do anything?
I might be able to. I mean, I go over to Skuka. I've never really used my power like this before, and I channel the energy that I usually channel into my fists for the sake of hitting people extra hard, and I use lay on hands on Skuka.
Okay. It's 5 to cure a disease or ailment, correct?
Correct. I spend 5 for that effect, not the hit point effect.
Okay. Well, good news, Skuka. You can breathe now. Bad news, your chest still kind of hurts. Or maybe it doesn't hurt, but it feels warm.
I like to think that my lay on hands is kind of like a defibrillator. I go and like I punch his chest with radiant energy. So
Skuka, you are punted with radiant energy.
Dude,
I feel like that.
Like you're...
I still hurt. And I weirdly feel like that should have damaged me. But I can breathe. Thank you, Cicero. I can breathe.
You're welcome.
Hey, Cepheus, those snakes are coming closer.
Does anyone else see that?
Do I see
with
the
their
snakes?
perception checks? No. With those perception checks? Nope. Until you point them out.
I'm pointing them out for sure. I'm pointing in their direction now. And
The two of you see or what Cicero, you see snakes very similar to the snakes that sort of invaded your flat not so long ago. These sort of misty red serpentine shapes sort of coming at you, except this time they look more solid. There's Cepheus is able to point out about 5 full ones as they sort of raise out of these cracks in the ground, and they start to form, and all of their heads just sort of snap in Skuka's direction. Skuka, you look down as you're like trying to figure out like what the fuck just happened. Your chest is glowing this sort of red.
Seth is gonna take a knee and bend down and just tell Skuka to get on his back, like get on his shoulders.
All right. I'm glowing.
And Seth is gonna pick up his axe and with telling Sisera to hold on, he's gonna run at one of the closest snake.
Okay. What are you?
You can cast spells off my back, right?
I grab hold of the axe and I hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I meant Skuka. Did I say Sisera? I meant Skuka.
Yeah.
Skuka should get on my back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cast spells off my back.
I mean, I imagine you've got quite a thick mane I can take a hold of.
Or horns, you know?
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the hair. I'm gonna go for the hair.
You're gonna
This
go for the hair?
happens.
Okay.
This is fine. Nothing bad will happen out of this. And you see these snakes start, and they just sort of all start converging on you. You can see there's sort of 2 down the street, 1 down the sidewalk, and then 2 kind of coming up from behind your car. Everyone roll initiative. This is actual combat.
Advantage? Advantage.
You can use an advantage.
I get to roll twice.
Fact,
Ooh,
I
an 11.
I'm going to use an advantage here as well. Since I have something.
I rolled a 16.
Let me see which one is. I can have. No, it's better than this.
Solid 10.
14. I'm just having them all go at once. So let's see. We've got Sisera. Next. Then Cepheus. Then Skuka. Correct?
Question, how much damage does 2,800 pounds have on stepping on one of these things? Just stepping on it. How much does 2,800 pounds hurt a creature if you step on its neck?
You'll have to hit it first.
That's a big steppy. Because I mean, his weight is 350
Okay.
times
Look,
8 for enlarge.
it'll do damage. I'll say that much. But you have to hit it first.
I'm gonna see if there's a table for this.
Okay,
So-
cool. Anyways,
but
it's
yes.
Sisera. You are up first.
How many
you see-
snakes are we dealing with?
You see 5?
Just doesn't end, does it? All right,
Come at him.
bring it. And I go all in versus Snake. Roll a 9 to hit.
A 9 does not hit.
What about a 15?
Does not hit.
Whoa. These things are hard to hit. Okay. I will attack again. And I will miss again. 3 hits, 3 misses. That's my turn.
You hear a voice in the back of your head. You want a little help?
I turn to a voice that is very obviously not one of my allies.
What, you think the others, well, 3 got benefits? I can help you. Just listen to me for once in your goddamn life.
Who's there?
Pestilence!
Oh dear. Oh no.
Let me help.
How?
I can make you stronger. I can't help you hit harder, but I can make your punches hurt. Just trust me.
All right. Do it.
And you feel a sort of not a burn. It's almost like a coldness sort of emanate from your chest, and some necrotic marks start to slip up your neck.
Something
Your
like
rite
this.
of sickness is now active. Hell yeah! You didn't hit anything, but you know.
No.
Next turn, you can, perhaps. It is now the snake's turn. How many of you are looking at the snakes directly right now?
I mean, I'm sort of holding on to Cepheus's back, so I guess I'm trying to look at them, but it's a bit lumpy and jumpy, and there's a lot of Cepheus in the way.
Okay. There is
I'll
a
definitely
point
be.
kind of on the side of this car wreckage, and you see some of these snakes sort of slithering together and converging. And for a moment, they start to lose that dusty form. They almost become like that thick ichor substance that you remember, Stuka, from your dream, like not too long ago. This sort of guttural, inky red, sort of dripping off and sloughs onto the pavement, and it starts to grow. You can see it start to grow in form. It sort of has a mouth that stretches back too long, and these like spikes that start streaking from the back of its head. And a large sort of frill starts to form. It raises up, but that's what it does for its action. The other two, there are still 2 small snakes on the field, and 1 very, very big one. Cepheus, it's your turn.
I mean, Seph's gonna go for the big one, obviously.
Go for the big one.
Is it close enough to hit in the first round? 30 feet or 40?
Yeah, to you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving. And I'm gonna take 3 big swings.
Okay.
And
Everyone just...
I'm going to swing once. Swing once with advantage.
A 21 will hit.
Swing again with advantage.
25 will hit.
I didn't need for the first 2, but
Where's the way?
that's 1. 24 and critical low, but another 17.
Okay.
Oh, yes, never mind. I used my other 2.
I don't suppose you have like 2 weapon fighting or anything like that where you can re-roll ones or anything like that, do you?
No, you took protection.
I took protection. I did. That was my fighting style.
I just
Okay.
thought like that you, Zelda, might have taken something that helps against nat ones. I don't know why I thought this.
No, that was me. Remember, great weapon fighting. My fists are great weapons.
Great weapon only works on weapon attacks too, and the ones for that 9 are additives, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Nice.
So,
All right.
just to clarify
All
that.
right. All right.
Look at us. Like we know the rules, all of us.
Is stepping on it a free action?
I
No.
blatantly ignore the rules every time.
No, it's not. And in fact, oh, never mind. I thought about something, but I can't do it. So, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's perfectly fine.
All right, Skuga, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do something a little badass.
Okay. Pitch me.
It works. I know it works, so I'm just gonna describe it and then I'll go through the mechanics afterwards. Skuka's gonna reach into his own chest where the red is and draw out a shadow blade.
Okay.
I'm out of 2nd level spell slots, so what this is bonus action meta magic to create a 2nd level spell slot,
Okay.
and then drawing the magic out of my chest as I cast the shadow blade.
It looks fucking metal as shit.
And again, it looks just like cigarette smoke.
You were able to pull this blade out of your chest.
That's my entire turn. I've just
Okay.
armed myself.
Cool. Susira, it is back up to you. You have a smoky dust sort of small snake right in front of you, and then you have the massive one that started to form. You're muted also, by the way, so I know you're saying things, but I can't hear you.
I ain't never had trouble punching snakes out before, and I hearken back to the beach.
Hey.
And I'm gonna go after this thing with advantage.
Which fist do you have your right on? You can only do it on one fist at a time.
Oh.
And you also have to roll your damage. You have to roll your right damage, and then you can only do it on one at a time.
Okie dokie. So only on one of my attacks is the right damage? Or only on attacks
one of your
with
fists.
my...
One of your fists.
Okay.
Because it's based on weapons.
Right. So if I'm making 4 attacks, for example, then it's only 2 of the attacks?
It's only on 2 of them, but you need to tell me if it's your right fist or the left fist. Because that'll determine, because if you go right, left,
right
left.
fist.
Okay, right. So your first and third attacks have right damage if they hit.
Got it. Attacking with advantage on the first attack.
21 will hit.
21. Attacking without advantage on the second attack. 12.
Hold on. 12 does not hit.
With advantage on the third attack.
21 will hit.
Isn't that hilarious?
Always the way. Always
the way. And with advantage on my fourth attack.
A 19 does not hit.
Balls. Okay, 2 hits. Unarmed. Unarmed again. Right damage.
Okay. Just as a reminder, you suffer as the sickness sort of, as your fists sort of glow with that, as your right fist glows with that green light. You feel that necrosis start creeping up your neck. You take 8 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 8.
Yeah, already took it.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So I took
okay.
4 and
so that's
6,
10
and another 4.
4. Does he have any? He does not have any resistance. Or yeah, they don't have any resistance. They good. Cool. You do it. You can see your right fist sort of flicker with that sickly green energy that you previously didn't have control over, but now you do. You feel like that flow through your arm, and there's a part of it that hurts as it like creeps up your neck, but you don't care. This matters. You have to do this, and you swing and you pound into this thing. Let's see how many. That was 10 plus 4. Okay, cool. This thing is wavering, and you can see bits of that dust, that red dust, sort of falter away, but it's still standing. What do you do? Anything else you can do on your turn?
I hit it 4 times.
Okay.
No, sorry, I hit it twice. I missed twice. That's all the action economy I have. I could do more damage if I wanted to smite on one of those hits, but I don't feel like smiting right this second.
Okay.
I'm putting some sickly energy into my fists instead. I mean, I could do both at the same time.
You technically could. I would allow that.
I could smite and Rite of Sickness.
Perhaps next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Cool. So, this serpent, as it sort of sloughs off this energy, this ichor, as it falls to the pavement, it almost sizzles and hisses. You can see the last 2 snakes sort of merge into it, and it grows in size. It's gonna do this. So first is a bite attack against Apotheosis, and I'm gonna use an advantage. Well, does a 13 hit? Okay. That's fine. The second attack is a constrict. Its tail sort of, as it bites, and you dodge out of the way, its tail whips around and grabs Tuka. And I'm using an auto success.
I was gonna say, I think if it's any kind of attack, I can use my fighting style protection to give it disadvantage. It doesn't matter, but I was supposed to call it. That's why I put my hand up real quick, but it doesn't matter now because it's already been rolled.
I'm calling an auto success, so it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Skuka, you are suddenly... I can't hear you, Scran.
Still, I appreciate the roleplay element of Cepheus at least trying. That means a lot. Thank you.
Skuka, you suddenly... There's a sudden, like, pang in your chest, and that moment when you're not focusing, there is this thick trunk of just this sloppy red ichor. It just sort of lashes around you and yanks you off Cepheus' back. You can feel it start crushing you. Cool. It's Cepheus' turn. As you pull back and you see, Zelda, I think you're muted. You see this creature sort of like start coiling around and just start bearing down on Skuka, like tight in its coils.
Oh, I'm just gonna. Can I grab it and tear it off? Just like separate.
I will say because it has multiple loops around Skuka, not gonna be possible.
Then can I grab its head and squeeze very, very, very tightly?
What are you trying to do?
Oh, hurt it enough that it, like, basically has to let go.
You can certainly try.
Okay. A strength check?
You want to make it a strength check? I will let you argue this to me. What do you want it to be?
I mean, it seems like a strength check. I'm
Okay.
basically just trying to vice grip its head with my hand.
You're still big, so it's not going to be hard for you to reach it. Go ahead. Make me a strength check.
I'm going to use an advantage.
Okay.
And just because you're letting me do this, I'm going to be nice and not use an auto success.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A 22.
All right. You are able to grab this thing's head, and it just sort of like, it sounds almost like static in that way that it just sort of grates against your ears. But you are able to grab its head. Which
and
means...
I am, yeah.
Oh wait, do you have anything else you want to do?
I'm just squeezing it as tight as I can possibly can.
Cool.
Basically
cool.
trying to force it into like I need to get the hell out of here kind of.
Okay. How mean do I want to be?
Not?
We're not at the halfway mark yet. I'm still feeling good.
Okay.
Do with that what you will.
So, this snake is going to use a legendary action.
That's snaky.
And you can still grapple the snake. But I'm going to use... actually, no. Because I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to use an auto success. I'm going to use an advantage.
Is it on me or Skuka?
On Skuka.
Okay.
Oh boy. Because I'm a little smaller than Cepheus does the damage.
I was just about to say, it wouldn't work on me because
no,
I'm not grappled,
no.
nor am I medium. I am a large-sized creature now.
This isn't to do any damage. This is to swallow you.
Oh!
Does a 28 hit?
Hi! I am a spellcaster, Mackenzie, even with shield. Yes, it hits.
Hey, I could have used an auto success. I rolled for it.
It's true. It's true.
Cepheus, you try and grapple onto this thing, but you can feel like bits of it. Like it feels like this. It's like it's made out of liquid and just sort of starts sloughing off, and you can see this thing rear back and its hood sort of flares out in a sense that it almost like jostles your grip, but you're able to hold on, and its mouth opens, but its mouth stretches back farther than it should. Almost like all the way like a good 10 feet down its neck, and it just unhinges this unearthly jaw. Skooka, you just see this thing bear down on you, its jaw unhinges, and then complete blackness as you are effectively swallowed.
That's probably not how Skooka wanted that to go down.
Can I take a legendary action?
No, you can't. Skooka, it's your turn.
What is my position now? I'm inside the snake. I'm still restrained? Do I have movement
While
in here?
swallowed, the target is blinded and restrained. But you do have total cover against attacks and other effects outside the snake.
Brilliant.
But you are technically blinded and restrained.
Right. Shit. Well, I'm not too worried about being blinded. Because, let's face it, I don't really have to think about what I'm hitting in here, do I? It's all snake, pretty much. I should probably be panicking more than I am, really. I'm surprisingly okay with this. Wow, Skooka. I'm gonna, look about me and look at my sort of sword, and I'm just gonna, like, well, I'm gonna keep hold of it, but, since I'm in here, I'm gonna say, hey, you know that thing that you can do?
Are you talking to Famine?
Not really, I'm just using Famine for his powers. Sort of story of my life, really.
Which thing?
I'm gonna cast Blight.
Okay.
Oh, do I get a level 4 or was it level 6 you said originally?
Oh, frick, I don't remember.
I believe Blight is level 4.
It's pretty dang high.
Hang on, let's have a little...
I believe it's level 4, because I have it, and it's level 4.
I'm just trying to remember what the feat I gave you, because it's like... You do not have Blight.
No, I have Blight from the Pestilence.
Scrap, you don't have Blight as one of yours.
Why do I have it on my character sheet? What?
No, you don't have Blight. You have Sickening Radiance, the one you get.
You must have been reading the stuff that I got.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I got Blight.
Can you tell me one of the keywords in that post? I'm desperately looking for it.
It's pinned.
That would make sense. Okay, I'm not calling out our group here, but we have so many damn playlists pinned. It's impossible to find anything. I can't. Oh, is it the document?
It's the one at the very top.
I was looking for a post. Oh, if you scroll down, there's different things.
Oh, you just read the first page.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was more than one page. I thought we all just got stuff.
Individual, you thought you... Yeah, no, everything you just read then was what I got.
You deserve this, Strat. You deserve this.
Yes. Right, okay, I don't know what the heck it does, but I'm gonna use Sickening Radiance. I'm gonna figure it out as we go.
Look, I have D&D Beyond open up right now. Let me just pull it up.
It's alright, I've got a compendium. I can just drag it in.
Alright, what does it do?
Good question.
Some animated spell cards would be really useful, Red Bed.
Oh,
know,
wouldn't
right?
it be amazing if we just had some, like, spell cards? I mean, that'd be
Especially
amazing.
if they showed what they did as you moved it. That'd be fantastic.
That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? On an unrelated note, just gonna plug the Deck of Many there, our sponsor.
Deck of Many animated spell cards, which might actually solve our problem, you know?
Dim greenish light spreads within a 30-foot sphere centered on you. The light spreads around corners, yada yada yada. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, then that creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage.
You rolled the damage already. So.
And it suffers 1 level of exhaustion, and emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. This makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible, and the light and any levels of exhaustion caused by a spell go away when the spell ends. The spell lasts for 10 minutes. Its concentration. My Shadow Blade disappears. Cepheus is normal size.
Actually, this one, because it's through famine, doesn't count. You can keep your Shadow Blade and Cepheus can still be big.
I should really only have 1 concentration spell going at a time. I forgot that Shadow Blade would get rid of Cepheus.
Look. We'll say Cepheus gets small the minute you get swallowed. You can
prefer the
keep
term
Shadowblade,
Vord.
though.
Okay.
Ford.
You're bored by the Chaos Snake, yeah. Cool. Anything else you want to do on your turn? You're testing me all today. You are testing me.
What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do that, and then... I mean, I feel like I automatically succeed, because I don't see how it's gonna dexterity save itself away from me.
Oh, yeah, no, it automatically succeeds. There's no way it's gonna, like, be able to dex save out of the thing that's coming inside you. Out of the, on the outside, y'all can see, like, a faint little green, like, bloop, bloop, just inside the snake's stomach.
And... Heck, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I don't really,
Cool.
I mean, yeah, that's it, really. That's it.
Okay, yeah, so you're saying this is the end of your turn, right?
When you put it like that, I'm hastily trying to figure out more things. But yes, I guess it is essentially the end of my turn there. Yes.
Cool. It's gonna take another legendary action.
I forgot the snake moved after I hit it on my round to attack Skuka.
It didn't move because Skuka was grappled.
No, it grappled Skuka.
Oh, yes.
The one that I hit.
You wanna roll me that thunder damage.
It's another 2d8.
Give me that sweet thunder damage.
And hey, we've got
13.
more things coming in that I completely have missed.
Wait, we have more things?
Yeah,
yeah.
Fisk Pinar comes in and donates £10. Thank you so much, Fisk. I don't know if I missed your comment in the chat. If you could let us know where you would like that automatic success to go. Yeah, let us know. Much appreciated. And also, thank you very much, Michael, who gifts Rachel a resub. Rachel, you have an advantage to gift to a player, or I guess the DM, if you want, of your choice.
No.
I think this stack's looking a little small. Just saying. Anyways, this is the end of your turn, yeah?
Yeah, this is the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. I believe legendary actions can be used at the end of another creature's turn. So it's gonna do a thing.
Thank you very much, Patrick. That's a wonderful name to say in Irish as well.
Also, due to the legendary action swallowed, did the creature make a Constitution save? Because it says if it takes over 30 damage in a round, it has to make a Constitution.
It did not take over 30 damage. It only took 20.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was on that. I was on that.
Do 30 damage, brother.
No,
do 30 damage.
You have to do 30 damage from the creature who is swallowed.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
So Skuka only did 20 damage.
Creature.
Well, you know what? Is it my turn yet?
No, it's using a legendary action. So hi. If Apotheosis currently has a creature swallowed, it uses its legendary action to begin draining them of their magic. The swallowed creature must make a DC 16 Charisma saving throw, taking 66 damage on a failure and half as much on a success. Their hit point maximum is reduced by this amount until a long rest. Additionally, if the target is a Charisma-based spellcaster, their spellcasting modifier decreases by 1, and Apotheosis can do an extra die of damage. This decrease lasts until a long rest. Hi, you're a Charisma-based spellcaster. Make me a Charisma saving throw.
I really
Allegedly.
did try, Scrat. I really did try to stop this from happening.
I can fix this on my turn. I can fix this.
I'm gonna use an advantage. I'm looking at them. I'm looking.
Successes as well.
I do, but I'm thinking an auto success isn't critical. and I don't feel like an auto success is going to save me right now, so I'm putting it all on black, and I'm gonna
You're really hoping for a nat 20?
bet all my chips on a nat 20. I've had luck like it before, you know.
Come on.
What was it? Sorry, which kind of check?
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. All right.
Come on. I really...
Steph will be very upset if you kill him. If you kill your own character. If you kill Skooka, Steph will be upset with you.
Oh!
I can save him.
Well, good news. It's not an 8. It's also not a nat 20.
It's not.
Oh, they don't have stick. I have to type it in. Gosh darn it. Oh, hey, would you look at that? 25 divided by 2 is 12. So you take 12 points of, force damage.
Right.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by 12. And your spell casting, yes?
I have 9 temporary hit points. How does that work? Does it just reduce by 3? Or do I reduce my actual health by 12 and keep hold of the temporary hit points?
You reduce your actual health by 12, but you keep, you can soak up the damage. You know, we'll just make it simple. Your hit point maximum is only reduced by 3. I'll be nice.
A kind and benevolent DM, chat.
Also, your spellcasting modifier is reduced by 1 now.
Shit. Is that permanent?
Lasts until long rest.
Heck.
Heck indeed.
Look, my stats are very closely bumped. You're gonna turn my positive here into my dump stat.
It's not the stat itself. It's the modifier that you, the additive that you do. So basically, every time you try and make a spell attack, or every time you have his spell save, it's gonna be reduced by 1.
All right.
And you can feel that red energy sort of like, it feels like it's getting ripped from your chest.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan.
Anyways, now it's Sierra's turn.
Okay. Pestilence. Make yourself useful. I have a little.
Rude.
Well, you know, just let's work together on this, okay?
Okay, don't, asshole.
This thing here, this thing that you can let me do. That should make something puke, right?
We'll see.
Make
Make a ranged spell attack.
It's not the spell that makes someone heave and puke. That's a different spell, but it might. I mean, let's try it. A ray of sickening green energy lashes out towards the creature.
You have to make me a ranged spell attack.
I'm working on it. That.
You also have advantages and stuff, just reminding you.
Yeah, okay. I'll use an advantage.
Thank you,
These
Rachel.
advantages that I've been banking for Old Scratch, and I keep saying I'm going to save them, and then I use them.
So thank you, Rachel, who donates their advantage to me.
Why don't I have my spell attack bonus as a quick click? Fine, I'll just do it this way. Wait, I have advantage though. Yes.
I will let you call it retroactively just this once. Because
I called it before. I did call it before. Not that it matters, because I rolled an 11.
Maybe it's because you started out this conversation with be useful for once, but that green energy, you try and launch this mote of green energy towards the snake, and it just sort of sputters and dies about halfway.
Hey, I ain't never did that before.
Maybe don't be rude about it. God.
Pestilence doesn't perform well under pressure.
You're in a snake. You be quiet.
Sorry.
Y'all are testing me tonight. Do not test the patience of God.
Grief. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Because I didn't attack, so I can't use my bonus action to attack more.
You could maybe let me just double check how Blood Hunter works.
Yeah, my bonus action to attack only works.
You can, if you would like. You can use your bonus action to activate the right on the other fist.
Oh. I can have it on both fists at the same time?
Crimson Right can be used on multiple weapons, costing additional hit point loss.
Done. I didn't know that.
Okay, you take another 8 points of damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by another 8, and you feel this necrosis, almost as it says, just don't be fucking rude. It just starts, you can feel this necrosis start creeping up, almost like hooking around your spine. But you see your other fist sort of start flickering and flaring with that sickly green energy. Now be useful.
I'm trying. I can't seem to hit the snake.
Cool. Are you done with your turn?
I've now missed the snake, what, 4 times? 5 times? A lot of times.
Hey, remember when I said my sister helped design this encounter and I was like, should I bump its AC up by 1 or 2? And she said 3.
Oh, right. Your sister's to blame. Got it.
Don't put the blame on a 12-year-old. I am able to.
Oh boy.
I just have to look up something with how
this is okay. We're gonna be okay. Skuka, you're gonna be okay. Can you hear me, Skuka?
Okay, cool. It uses another legendary action at the end of your turn because it started. Wait, no. Hold on. No, never mind. It can't. Start of its turn. I've never used legendary actions before, so this is fun for me. Okay, it's now the snake's turn. You're up. You're up and close with Big Boy, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're up next to Big. You're with the single snake. Yeah, you tried to.
I did recently try to punch it, and I don't think I backed away because that's not in Cecilia's style.
Cepheus, as you suddenly feel yourself shrink, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can manage to hold on as your arms literally shrink in size. You break back.
You said a dexterity?
Yes, a dexterity saving throw. And
I
you
am...
do not get advantage because you did not see this coming.
One sec. Never mind. I was just looking at my dangerous sense because barbarians have advantage on dex saves and throws that
they can see coming.
Yeah.
You did not see this coming.
This is something else.
You are suddenly very small, or not very small, normal size.
Regular, normal.
You do have advantages you could use.
That's a 9.
Okay. As you spring down, you feel yourself sort of slip. I will say as you're sort of scrabbling, you catch onto it like the spine, and you sort of manage to hang on. It's no longer grappled, but you are kind of dangling.
Okay. How far off the ground?
You're dangling kind of right in front of its mouth, which actually gives you a really good view for what's going to happen next. As its jaw unhinges again, and you see this sort of crackling energy sort of like gurgle in the back of its throat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. We're gonna reduce that. I'm not gonna put that. Hold on. The DM rebalances it. Cool. Oh, it gets an extra die of damage. I forgot. So as there's this, it unhinges and you see like a mote of red light start gurgling in the back of its throat. That is an extra die of chaos damage. Everyone needs to make me a DC 16 dexterity saving throw. You, however, do get to see this one coming. Sevius? You definitely see this coming. Sisira, it also, this bolt of energy, this bolt of, like, almost putrid yellow acid just sort of streaks out, hitting both your brother, both Sevius and Sisira. So both of you make me dexterity saving throws.
I don't trust myself, and I'm going to use an auto.
Okay,
And
just
you know
remember
what?
to tell.
I'm gonna get screw it. I'm gonna roll.
Okay, both of you save. So you both only take
14.
14 points of acid damage. But that is its turn.
Whose turn is it next?
It is Cepheus. It is your turn.
How far am I off the ground again?
The snake is. You're like maybe 10 feet off the ground.
Okay,
You
so I
shrunk.
can just like drop to the ground, right?
Yeah, you can drop to the ground. I won't make you roll damage. It's a free
Okay.
action to fall.
It's a free action to fall. That's good. I'm going to drop down. And again, I'm just gonna hammer at this thing. I
Go for
really
it.
want this thing dead.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack it twice with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, I almost did a reckless attack, but I'm so scared that this thing's gonna kill me. Does a 28 hit?
A nat 20?
Yeah.
That's a
nat
crit.
20
That's
for
a
28.
crit.
That's a crit. You remember my
And
rule
does a
for
25 hit?
both hit? For crits, do you want to do double damage or do you want regular damage with an effect?
Can the effect be it spitting skook out? If I do over 30 damage? Can I opt into that?
If you do over 30 damage in this turn, I will let that be the effect.
Okay. I will take you up on that offer.
Okay.
So that's the first attack.
Okay.
So it's 13 plus
You're
15.
you're very close to 30.
Oh wait, no. It's just the first one because it's already so 15.
15?
And
Are you sure? Wait, why not the second one?
because it's auto done for the crit.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
so just
that's the
18.
crit damage.
Okay.
So just the 15 to start with.
It's 18. Because it's the first two numbers, right?
Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
So 18 and then
Uh-huh.
another 18.
That is, in fact,
36 damage.
36 damage.
And you know what? I don't like this thing. I'm also gonna use my bonus action to attack it
Okay.
for 19. I'm sorry. I should have 13. I should have called that it was advantage. I
Wouldn't
was
have
calling
mattered.
all of them as
19, a
advantage.
19 wouldn't have hit anyways.
Okay.
But the reason why you can't hit it on that last attack is because as you sort of swing at it twice, it sort of rears back and its jaw unhinges in pain. Skuka, you feel a sudden bubbling sensation at your back. You're being propelled up
Yeah, that's right.
and out.
I-
Do you want to take a reaction attack as you get bombed?
No. No, reaction attacks are for other people. I save my reaction attacks for defense. I just can't do much against the 28.
Cool. You are unceremoniously spat out onto the ground. Let me make sure. I don't know if you have to. So you're spat out and you fall prone in a space within 10 feet of Big Snack Boy. I will let you.
Just a
Make a
blobby
save.
mess on the floor.
I will let you make a save if you want to avoid being prone.
If you want to avoid being what?
Prone,
Oh,
if you want.
nah.
Okay.
I think going prone. I see it as me just going a complete slobbery mess hitting the ground.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna roll
you
up to
are
Cepheus.
Disgusting. there is red-tinged saliva just sort of dripping all over you. Your mohawk is now limp-dicking.
Flaccid mohawk.
It's not the best. Let's be honest right now. Yeah, I'm just a mess on the floor.
But it is your turn.
I'll use half my movement to pick myself up and sort of brush myself off.
It is a free action to mourn the loss of your dignity.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my soggy pack of cigarettes and just throw them away.
You do have your
bastard.
Shadow Blade seed.
Well, yeah, that's true. I do have my Shadow Blade. I guess, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step in to this creature, and I'm gonna use my my Shadow Blade to hit it.
Okay. You do have advantages and auto successes.
I do. I'm gonna use an advantage.
Okay.
No, I want
roll.
to roll an attack roll. That'd be great. I guess I use my... Do I use... okay, I really need a spell description.
I think it's charisma. I think it's charisma based.
You make the attack roll with advantage anyway, so I don't actually need to use an advantage. It's a regular sword attack, it seems. So I'll use I'll just use a... I've got a dagger. I'm gonna use that to just roll the damage roll. It's a 12. Hi. Hi, I'm Skooker. I'm here all week. Yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
I'm hanging on.
No, it's not gonna be enough. I'll never hit it. Never mind. I suck it up! That's what I do. Alright, yeah, happy. I just suck it up. I'm gonna use my bonus action to...
Prestidigitate yourself?
No, that's a full action. Damn it.
Ooh, I'm just pouring salt into that wound, sorry.
I don't think I have anything actually that's a bonus action unless I make it a bonus action. But I've also burned all of my... I've burned all of my sorcery points, so I'm just gonna curse. That's what I'm gonna do. My bonus action. Bonus action curse. I know cursing is usually a free action, so I'm gonna do it extra.
Okay. Everyone hears a string of very, very creative expletives come from Skooka's snake spit covered mouth. Sasira, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Big snake.
Big snake. No longer swallowed your friend, but it just sort of like up and it just sort of like bearing down on all of you. It's about maybe 20, 30 feet tall at this point. But hey, friend's not swallowed anymore. And it's actually looking pretty rough.
Well, it's about to look a whole lot rougher.
Come on. Snake puncher.
I'm gonna do what I should have done from the get-go.
Alright.
Scrat and Zell, you guys would know this more than I would, but did you have advantage attacking that thing when you were inside it?
I was not inside of it.
It was only...
sorry. Yeah,
Skooka only did a dex save one, and it auto-failed the dex save.
Oh, so maybe they don't know. But I would imagine you have advantage to hitting something that you are inside of. Is that how that works?
Yes, but no one's inside it anymore.
I want to go inside of it. I want to pull a Drax.
Okay. Okay. Argue with me what skill you want to use to do this. How do you want to goad the snake's attention to get it to swallow you?
Have y'all seen the first Men in Black movie?
No.
No. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is before your time. Geez. I'm just gonna stand in front of it and say, "Well, come on, you've eaten everybody else. But you keep
It
avoiding.
Cepheus. It's only eating Skuka.
Well, Cepheus got close enough.
So you want to get swallowed? Okay, roll me a performance check. Roll me a performance check.
Let's do it. Do it. 5.
Okay. You're just kind of, hey, come here. Swallow me.
Swallow me! You eat Goblin? Come on, he doesn't taste nearly as good as Minotaur.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it regained its Chaos Blast. And with that 5 on performance, are all of you on the ground now? By it, I'm assuming?
I'm standing right in front of its its mouth.
Okay.
Ready and waiting to dive in the minute it opens its jaw.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. It does open its mouth. If you want to jump in, you can make me an acrobatics check.
16.
Do you want to retroactively use an advantage and get that nat 20 and just sail right into its mouth?
Yeah, I do.
I'll let that happen. All right.
Burn an
cool.
advantage. Of course you'll let that happen. You're just loving that my advantage pile is almost gone.
No. This is fine. I'm just. Look, this is more because if you use the nat 20, you're not gonna take the damage that's about to occur.
Oh, fantastic.
So you jump in just as another mote of energy starts burning in the back of its throat, and it does this again towards Skuka and Cepheus. This is, oh goodness, that's only 68.
But I dodge it because I'm inside it.
You dodge it because you're inside it. So that is, it's this sort of crackling purple energy, and this literal just concussive blast just sort of careens into both of you, making me DC 16 dexterity saves.
Right, I spilled a drink and then I'm too busy punning. A dexterity save, did you say?
Yes. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage, but you know. Okay, cool. You both make it, so you only take 15 points of force damage.
16.
15.
Jesus.
This is looking real bad. You didn't
well,
start this fight at full HP. With the bird. Starting with the bird.
Yeah. Anyways, that is the snake's turn.
Katie Quixotic, thank you so much for the sub. You have an advantage to give to player of your choice.
Or GM
Thanks,
of your choice.
Katie.
Or GM of your choice. Just saying.
I trust you to do the right thing, Katie. You are only
Do the right thing, Katie. Do the right thing.
Yeah, do the right thing.
The one time you wanted to be eaten by a snake and you roll a 5 on performance.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Also, Skuka and Cepheus, you see, Sisira jump headfirst into the snake. And Sisira is gone inside the snake.
I'm really glad, because when he made that performance check for a second there, I thought he was going to choke. Cepheus, you get the advantage from Katie.
Cepheus, it's your turn.
It's my
Cepheus,
turn.
do something, please.
I'm bonus actioning first for second wind because Cepheus has
I'm
this
dying.
many HP.
Oh! No!
Yeah, no, Cepheus is really hurting. Like, real bad. So...
Oh, that should have been
this-
an extra die 8D. It's fine.
So he gets, he's back into the double digits.
Good.
It's not gonna save him if he gets hit by that again. But hey. It's something. He's just gonna take 2 big swings at it. He wants this thing. He's so tired. He's so tired. So, yeah, I'm gonna use... You know what? If I'm going out anyways, I'm going out hard. I'm reckless attacking for these 2 hits and taking
Okay. Okay. Sure.
And only one of them hits. A 22.
22 hits.
That's terrible.
That's really bad.
I just rolled real bad.
Yeah, you did.
That damage would barely kill you.
Oh no, but it would.
Only just.
Only just, but it would. Actually, no, it wouldn't because I'm raging, so I take half of my own damage. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Cry.
I will remind everyone it's a free action to cry, swear.
We're still
Warlock,
really near the
dignity.
car, right?
Yes,
Cepheus
we
doesn't
are.
Swear.
And it is. Are you done with your turn? Because I feel like Skuka has an idea.
Or you got any more ideas? I'm kind of out.
Alright, just stay alive.
I've been trying.
We'll do better.
There's only so much one person can do.
I gave you can do other things. I gave you gifts for a reason. God damn it.
Oh yeah, fuck, I do have other things to do.
Damn it. God damn it. I gave you other gifts for a reason, damn it. Use them.
Yeah, we'll see if I live past this one to even use something.
Alright. Skuka, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run, I'm gonna dive into the car. My hand's
Okay.
going under the seats, because that's where drinks always end up going whenever drinks are in the car. They always end up under the seats. I'm gonna feel around until I find that vial. It contains the long rest potion, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna drink it.
Okay, it's a bonus action to drink a potion yourself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I thought it was an action.
It's an action to feed it to someone else, bonus action to consume it
Awesome.
yourself.
Well, anyway,
It just
I get all my stuff back, right? Everything.
yeah, it fully refreshes you.
Fantastic. Look at all these spell slots coming flooding in. Oh, I feel empowered. I haven't felt this good for days. I'm gonna turn. Shit, I've got all this power now. I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna bonus action. No, I'm not. No, I'm just gonna come and walk back next to Cepheus.
You have an action still.
I do have an action. You're right. You are. I tell you what. No, I'm gonna slash at it. I'll have a little stab.
All right, have a little stab.
I'm gonna use an advantage.
Okay. A
22.
22 will hit.
Yes. Shadow blade damage.
16, not bad. This thing is looking rough.
How rough?
Pretty dang. Oh god, there's sirens. Those sirens, that's how it's feeling right now.
I'm gonna use my-
See stars.
I'm gonna use my action surge.
Okay.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
A 19 does not hit.
How much have I missed by?
1.
As I miss, I look around at my companions, looking a little awkward, and I make a little bit of an extra stab. And it turns out I didn't miss. And I hope they didn't see.
I don't know. Well, Tasira definitely didn't, because Tasira's inside the belly of a snake.
Sorry, I stab again with the shadow blade.
Okay. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's, I'll say it's down to the single digits.
I've got all my sorcery points back. I've used my action surge. I've already used my
You've
bonus
already
action.
used your bonus action.
Curses. It's all up to you, Cicera! I shout
It is.
into the beast.
Cicera, are you here? From outside. It is your turn. You're inside the snake. With 2 sickly glowing fists. Please. Please. Please.
Cicera, who just had some character development last session, is going to go back on that for a little bit because he just remembered, now covered in snake slime, that he no longer has his bottle of magic hairstyling potion.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to go nuts on the inside of the snake, trying to Falcon punch right through.
Give it to me. Come on.
Its side.
You know what? You're inside the snake. There is no way you can actually miss. You are literally surrounded by snake. Just roll me some damage.
Okay. Here's
hammer out all those hits. Roll me all the damage.
Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just my bludgeoning damage. And I really need to add this. I really need to add this to my sheet. But here's my pestilence damage.
Yeah. Cool.
And here's my divine smite damage.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Why kill when you could overkill?
At level 2.
Okay.
And if that's not enough, I'll divine smite again because I hit 4 times.
That's very much enough. This thing was in single digits. Let's just describe this from the perspective of everyone outside. Skuka and Cepheus, you saw your brother jump in, or Cepheus, I guess, yeah. You saw your brother jump into the mouth of the snake. And then you got, hit, and then things happened. The snake lets out the equivalent of a burp, but you can see, as it burps, this necrotic energy starts, this white necrotic energy starts, creeping up, from, the back of its jaw around its neck. And you can see its chest start to glow. And glow. And glow. And there is an almighty just static ringing in your ears as this thing essentially explodes from the inside out as Cicera punches and punches and punches and punches, and you see, crowned in a halo of divine light and sickening radiance, Cicera walks out of the corpse of the snake, covered in spit. But you know what? This is the second world-ending snake you've punched in the past few days. That has to
wear
count
my
for
sunglasses.
I'm gonna lean down to Skook and go, he's a bit of a showboat.
Heard it runs
Has anyone
in the family.
seen my sunglasses?
I keep going to put this soggy cigarette in my mouth, goddammit.
It ate something that didn't agree with it.
I've got these,
Hi. Thanks.
Okay. As you go over to,
Oh, here they
y'all
are.
are the worst. As you go over to hand this, sunglasses, that's what they're called. Oh my god, they're flying. Sunglasses over to, Cicera. Maybe it's because you both were just, swallowed and then bombed out of a snake. But, oh god, it smells. Skuka, you have to make me a constitution saving throw.
You know what? I'm going to use my automatic success here.
Okay, cool.
I've
Well?
just had a long rest. I don't need this.
fine. So you don't spend your turn retching and reeling. But, you know, there is this sort of air at about a 20-foot radius around Sisira that it's just awful to smell. Speaking of which, Luca, roll me a medicine check.
That's a skill I don't use often.
I know, right?
Yeah, so.
Fine. Which one did I want? Okay, on an 11, maybe it's a long rest potion. Maybe it's something else, but you feel like you could, like, actually you look down at your hands and your, like, saliva and spit covered hands and, like, whatever cuts you may have received from, you know, being inside a snake. But you feel them start knitting closed. You regain 5 HP at the start of your turn for the next minute. So, that's 50 HP you regain.
Typically, this happens when I'm already at max health.
Yeah.
Tell you what, them
Hi,
potions, they're pretty fancy, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, random roll table from last week.
It's all good.
That's what you rolled. Oh, Cepheus. Hi.
Yeah.
You were pretty close to the snake when it exploded, right?
Unfortunately.
Okay. So you roll me a Constitution saving throw, or a Wisdom saving throw. No, we'll just do Constitution. It's a little better.
A 17.
Well, I mean, look, you're showered with guts, but it's not as bad as it could be. It's probably okay. But anyone who looks around, you can actually see this sort of, like, as Cepheus kind of gets splattered with this gunk, essentially, it almost sparks a little as it hits Cepheus' form, and whatever remaining chaos energy must have been left sort of just starts to crackle around Cepheus, and this sort of swirling red storm starts to bubble up around your Minotaur friends.
Guys, I don't think this is normal.
You can barely see Cepheus through the haze.
I'm trying to, like, wipe off the guts from myself.
It's staying. It's, like, stuck to you.
Oh, just for clarification, I'm gonna call it now that my rage has ended, and I now have exhaustion.
Okay.
1 stage of exhaustion.
Okay.
So, everyone all right?
You look over and see Cepheus surrounded in a red storm of chaos.
Cepheus, you're right there. Looking a little...
You're not hurting.
I mean, I am hurting pretty bad, but...
This isn't hurting you.
It's weird, but I feel fine.
I'm definitely going to put this in a gray area. Has he done this before, Sierra?
Can I try and step out of it?
You can, it follows you.
No. Definitely not.
Can you, like, do your magic hands on him or something?
I can try. Magic hands.
Zelda?
Hands go.
Zelda, as you try to push through the storm to reach your brother, you do make contact. However, Zelda, I will need you to roll me 1d6. I'm trusting you roll low.
You know, you can always trust me to roll low, Mackenzie. Or not.
Oof.
You know, when it counts, I guess not.
Okay. Hi, Sisira, you take 6 points of psychic damage, but you are able to lay on hands, and you are able to make contact, and the storm dissipates in a flash of divine light. But, ow, yeah, what a headache. You can almost hear that static sort of, like, penetrate your head, and it rings, even as the storm dissipates. It hurts. Stephius is back. Stephius looks like shit.
We all look like shit.
Skuka looks fine, actually.
I'm feeling pretty damn good.
Except for Skuka.
So like start prestidigitating. I mean, them potions, they're really great, honestly. If we want to carry right on so we can go and take on the devil. Honestly, it's a shame we haven't got a spare one for the car.
I feel like my whole body is a bruise.
Yeah, I'm not doing too hot either, but...
Oh, it's in my pockets.
You have snake spit in places snake spit should not be.
I'm like flattening the pockets so they squelch and prestidigitating at the same time, like.
Also, what I said before about not having one of those voices in my head. Yeah, that might have been too soon.
Sierra, in the back of your head, you just hear a very smug, "Hi."
Yeah, hi. You got any more tricks up your sleeve? Like maybe you could tell us where your boss is hiding? So
Well,
I can
fuck,
punch
we're
him?
not working together anymore. Don't be such an ass.
No?
I can, just maybe you should ask nicely, God.
Can you please lead us to your old boss?
Quick question, are you saying this out loud or are you saying this in your head?
Oh, both.
Okay. So everyone, you just hear Sathira's side of the conversation.
I mean, at this stage, we've all got voices in our head. We know how it is.
Salad. You hear a so yeah, you just hear Sasir talking to himself. It's pretty normal at this point. Sasir, you hear Pestilent just sort of, well, you might want to look at the big fucking cloud in the sky, you dummy.
Oh, yeah. Devil's that way.
Yeah, as you kind of look down this road, you can sort of see the roads start to look familiar. You can see this roundabout sort of at the end of the street, and sort of off to the side you can start seeing the silhouettes of some of your old college buildings. Or what would be them, except they are absolutely shrouded in this sickly, like, tan and gray smog. And it's like, it is a massive column rising up, just slowly growing with like this black, tan, orange, gray, and you can see streaks of what look like almost like shards of like black lightning itself, just like circling around as the storm sort of grows and billows and sort of towers up towards the sky.
Well, what are we waiting for?
I mean,
I feel like shit, but I guess we always
We
have
can-
a trick up our sleeve, right?
We can rest on the way, right?
Yeah.
right, look,
For
let's
sure.
just put this out here right now. I may not need a rest, but there is no way I can carry either of you.
That's
Your head-
not what I meant.
Thank God.
I meant, you know, as long as we're not doing anything strenuous, we could. Like, is your car still working, or do you think it's done?
It looks pretty wrecked.
Yeah, there's a giant sepia-shaped aspirin in the back.
I mean, I can try and see if it'll start, and then see if it'll move.
Because if it'll move, we could, you know, rest while you're driving. In theory. Might not get a very long rest, but short one.
Okay, let's try and start the thing at least. Let's try and start the
Yeah,
thing.
sure. Check, slide a hand check.
So, you know, you were banking on that 20 before, but I feel like now is when we really needed it.
Miracle of all goddamn miracles, this car starts.
I knew she was a tough old bird.
It's like you put the key in and you're just like, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh my god, it worked, and it didn't even like flood the first time.
It started on the first try?
It started on the first try. Like, it was super easy. There was like no resistance. Like,
I
sure,
guess...
the boot is dragging on the ground now, and like the back tires might be a little deflated, but you know what? The car started.
I mean...
Maybe I fixed it. It's like lay on hands for cars, but it's like a lay on butt.
That's a bit cheeky now, Cepheus.
I'll be sure not to make an ass of myself next time.
Well, that was a whole thing. It's working.
Hi, look, I just would like to remind everyone at the table that I have a fat stack of advantages right here.
And
Yeah, we know, and you haven't used a single one.
I've used quite a few, actually. It just hasn't made a dent.
Oh, you just had that many.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I get in the passenger seat of the front passenger seat of the car. I lean it all the way back, and I close my eyes for a short rest, and say Skuka can drive.
You trust Skuka?
That is not a question that needs to be asked. I'll cast Reduce on Cepheus.
There is no ceiling on this car, need I remind you?
I'm still 350 pounds, though.
The back of the car is already sinking.
Does it need any more help?
I know, does it?
I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna make you small anyway, Cepheus.
That sounds fine to me. I'm used to it.
Alright then. Alright now.
Now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna rest, because I hurt a lot. Sorry. And now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna rest, because I hurt a lot. And he's going to enjoy the Twinkies that he walked out of the store with, that are probably still in the back seat.
Yeah.
And laying back on the back seat.
Yeah.
I also slap a Cure Wounds on my brother. He probably doesn't need it after a short rest, but I do it anyway.
Zelda, you rolled well. You rolled above average.
Yeah. That's all of my hit dice. I have none left.
I will say there are 2 more long rest potions available.
Yeah, but I want to use that in the middle of a fight. You see?
Yeah,
that's
that's
saving that.
That's for the Seth, I also gave you 4 hit points on top of that.
Yes, I did add that on. Thank you. I did add that on. Thank you.
Cepheus, in the back of your head, you kind of hear Aura going, alright, we really need to work on working together. Good lord.
Well, I'm just gonna start driving real slow, like. I don't imagine this car's up to going too fast at the minute. Alright, let's go up to about 20 miles an hour, because then at least it'll be a constant grinding. There'll be sparks, you know, the lever will be gone. Maybe we can find someone who knows major mending. Or a mechanic.
Hey, weird question.
Yeah?
Do you think our old professor is okay?
No, he's probably dead.
I was gonna say the same. He's probably dead.
Well,
Skuka finds a cigarette somewhere in the car.
Not.
Look, you bought 2 packs. I'm assuming one was in your pocket, one was in the glove compartment. The one in the glove compartment's dry.
Perfect.
Hey, where do you drive, Skuka?
Where we were driving, we were headed in a direction. I assumed Cicero knew where we were going, so I'll just keep heading in that direction until Cicero wakes up.
You can head straight, and then you hit a roundabout.
What kind of roundabout?
It's a circular one that has 4 spokes.
Yeah, alright, but I mean, like, is it a roundabout that's just, like, a little dip on the road? Or is it like a walled thing? Is there a garden? What kind of roundabout are we looking at here?
It's a there's a small plaza in the center. It's got a little bit of fountain in it. It's got some of those like some palm trees sort of sticking up out of it. The palm trees themselves look pretty charred, almost like toothpicks. But the fountain is still sort of gurgling. You're just sort of in this roundabout.
All right. Well, what are the exits?
There's the exit you came from. There's the exit towards the school. There's the exit towards your flat. And then there is the exit towards the beach.
Right, what I'm really
the
not.
column smoke is coming from the school, but
I mean, where there's smoke, right? We'll head towards that.
Okay. As you drive, the school, for once in its life, is just dead, silent. You can see these buildings that were once tan with these like Grecian columns sort of rising up. There are bits that are chipped and missing. The lawns that used to be so pristinely manicured with your hard-paid tuition dollars are basically brown and dead. The sidewalk is cracked. There are some cars that are left on the side of the road, but most of them are upturned or turned to the side. They are dents in the ones that are remaining upright. Somewhere there is like a bicycle that has been snapped in half. If you can keep driving, there are these palm trees that line the boulevard, and they too are just smoldering with the remains of like this sickly reddish fire, like giant toothpicks. The sky itself is this smoky, cloudy, ashen color. And as you're sort of driving along very slowly, you can actually see something start to drift down the sky. Almost like rain, but not quite. These little white flakes start floating down and start coating the hood or bonnet of your car. And along the cracked gray asphalt, these white flakes of ash just start raining down, peppering themselves in your hair.
Oh, it's snow! I put my tongue out to catch one.
This is
Make
like
me a
my
Constitution saving throw. That's 5 points of poison damage for you. Awful. You know, like you have your cigarette in your mouth. It tastes like that, but worse, and it just like as it like kind of like fills your nostrils and your like the back of your throat with this like grimy taste.
Again, I'm gonna save face without using the ability and just sort of. Ugh. I'll tell them about that.
That's okay. They're sleeping pretty hard. As you keep driving along, you can see like the remains of like these old gas lamps that are just shattered, and the little magical motes of light that were once in them have gone out. As you sort of pass by the main sort of plaza of the school. It's the first time you've seen it where there's no students, no teachers, no tourist groups, or like no like visitor groups like touring the school. It's just completely empty, and as you kind of pass by, you can see this column of smoke just sort of accumulating at the very top of the library. A building that stretches maybe like 16 stories up, this massive structure of glass and jagged angles. It's almost too big for the school itself.
All right, so with the slow speed that I've been setting, how long have these two had to rest?
Ooh, give it a solid hour.
Do you know what, Beckett? I'm gonna turn back out of the school, and like, there's got to be a bridge or something that I can just park the car under for a little bit, and you know what? They're two big minotaurs. They'll be all right. I'll leave them resting in the car and see if I can go and loot a corner shop.
Okay, yeah, you can totally do that. There is a dry riverbed pretty nearby. You can just sort of crunch your car on the gravel and park it there.
That'll do. They'll be all right for a minute. I'm just gonna go and do some shopping. Really, I'll go and get some more snacks for the minotaurs for when they wake up. I know what they're like when they're hungry. You know, if they've got any more of them sausages, they munch through them so quickly. I'll buy them a whole bunch of those. Well, I say buy. I'll liberate a whole bunch of those. anything else I can get my hands on, really.
Okay. Well, you can park the car and wander off. Are you looking for like a gas station, corner store, a liquor store? What are you looking for?
A corner shop would do.
There is a corner. Let's see. You wander a little bit off the road and you see what's probably a liquor store. You can see the neon sign there, but the neon isn't working right now. And actually, like the top of the L that says liquor store just absolutely snapped off. It looks dark inside.
I'll just go and try the handle.
It's locked.
I mean, I'm looking around. In my head, I'm seeing a city that's pretty ravaged, right? Broken glass everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Who's gonna notice one more window? I'm gonna put my elbow with leather jacket through the window.
Roll me a... Not an attack. Roll me a strength check.
Ah, Jesus.
You can argue for something else if you'd like.
No, it's alright. Can I use athletics?
Sure. You're able to break through this window. It shatters. You can feel the glass sort of rain on you, but most of the leather jacket catches most of it.
I unlock the door from the inside.
Okay. Door's open. You walk inside this liquor store, sort of like that grimy, what should be white tile, but it just has so much dirt on it. It's basically tan, and it's got like it's intersected with like small blue tiles. Like these rickety metal counters, the lights that are just the lights are off right now, and you can see in the back there are the refrigerators that are sort of flickering with light with all the liquor.
I'm gonna go and grab a grape soda.
Okay, yeah, you can grab one.
And then a whole bunch of Twinkies and anything else, like snacks. Just gonna... I'll take a basket. Fuck it, no one else is using it. I'll take a basket. I'm gonna fill it with snacks and things. And, I might enjoy a little chocolate bar myself while I'm there. A little quiet one. A little moment of reflection. As I think back on those we've lost.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
Ah, damn, I'm trying to have a quiet moment here.
2020.
Just like my vision.
I hate you. As you sort of lean back, any particular chocolate bar you're looking at, or?
This is always a difficult one. A Milky Way? You have them over there? You do? Great.
Yes. You can get a Milky Way. You're sitting and eating. There isn't a lot of light filtering into the shop, and what light does is that sort of sickly orange, and it casts you in this sort of like dull orange glow. You can see your shadow sort of stretched out in front of you as you lean up against the counter and start munching.
Welcome in Dice Priory. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, hi.
And as you sort of lean back, you sort of see the shadow of yours start growing wings. Skeletal ones, large ones, fiendish ones.
I put the chocolate bar down quickly. What on earth are they putting in these things these days? And I'm gonna touch my shoulder blades.
You don't have anything there. And the shadow itself from yours splits. And it starts to it's still your form, and you can see it has that mohawk. And it like peels itself up off the ground.
No.
And it doesn't have eyes, but a hole opens up where your mouth should be, but it's just slightly too wide and slightly too large, and it just grins.
I damn it! I don't have that spell. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna firebolt the floor in a liquor store. I've fought this through so much.
Well, good news. It hits the floor at the base of the shadow and just sort of skitters harmlessly against the linoleum, The nat one didn't happen, but you know what? That's fine. And the shadow just sort of grins at you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the modifications I made to your car.
Oh, Jesus, it's you!
Well, who else would it be?
Well, we just were fighting a giant snake. I was literally getting ready to run out of here and go and check on the minotaurs that I left sleeping in the car in case their shadows had woken up and we were trying to suffocate them in their sleep.
Right, yes, no. This is just the easiest way for me to contact you. And besides, you really wouldn't want anyone else knowing you were talking with me, would you?
No. And, about that.
Yes.
I don't know how much of what was going on in that well was real, but deal's off.
Roll me an insight? Roll me an insight. The shadow grins real big. Oh, so you thought you made a deal with me. How cute. I figured you were so much inclined, but really.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got a taste of what could be, perhaps. And there's some things that are more important.
Like your friends. The ones you left sleeping under a bridge somewhere?
Are you threatening me right now?
Perhaps not you.
Let's just be clear right now. You know, if you're throwing out threats, let's just be honest about them. Makes communication so much easier when we actually understand each other. You'd hate for me to think that you weren't threatening me and then act as though you weren't threatening me.
Not a threat, my friend. Just an observation.
All right. Here's a threat for you. You touch them, I'll tear your shit down. I don't care if you're the feckin' devil or whatever.
And the shadow leans in very, very close to you, to the point where you could almost see your own features sort of reflected in its face. But that grin itself, with no eyes, just that smile that is just far too wide. I'd like to see you try, my friends. You don't know what you're trying to do.
Lean in and kiss it.
And it disappears.
I'm gonna pick up
But
my
it doesn't
basket and
disappear
run back to my
outside
Minotaur
of
friends.
you. It doesn't disappear outside of you. You can see parts of it as it like sort of poofs. Some of it sort of circles back. And it starts melting back into your own shadow. And you can feel it start latching onto the base of your leg. You can sort of feel it crawling up your back.
No way. Okay. I'm gonna pick up my basket full of shopping and run back to the car.
You can't run, my friends. I know what you want. I know who you are. You can pretend all you want that you care about them.
Hey, pal. Hey.
Yes.
Heck you.
I'm sorry, I'm not the one who left my friend stranded in an interdimensional plane, but you know what's fine.
Look. See my last statement.
I'm sure Bubbles is doing just fine wherever she is. She couldn't use your help at all. Not like you would have helped her anyways.
You know what? This worked on Cepheus, but admittedly, Cepheus was unconscious. So let's just see how this goes. I'm gonna summon my Shadow Blade and stab myself in the head.
Okay. Do you want to roll for hit or do you want to auto hit?
Do you know, I feel like this is another stupid idea, so I'm gonna gamble on that nat 20 again and go for another advantage.
Go for it.
Wow. When you gamble hard.
Well, look, you critically stabbed yourself in the head.
It's all psychic damage, though.
Yes, it is. Quick question before you roll damage. Do you want double damage or do you want to take what I do with the regular damage and effect?
I would like to have the effect of purging my body of whatever the heck this thing is.
Of the devil?
Yes. Well, you know what I mean. Like, the actual... Like, you know, I'm not saying I'm gonna stab myself in the head and change my moral beliefs or anything, but... I want the devil out of me.
Okay.
I'm beating the devil out of myself.
It's fine. You can do that.
10 psychic points of damage.
Okay. Cool. Well,
Do I
here's
take
the
that?
thing.
Do I take that?
Yes, you take 10 points of psychic damage. You stabbed yourself.
Thank you, yes.
God, you made me laugh so hard I like flaked eyeliner into my eye. Oh my god. The amount of times I have like face palmed and smudged my makeup in this one session. Oh lord. But as this happens, roll me a wisdom save.
I'm gonna use my auto success on the wisdom save.
Okay.
Feels important.
Well, good
But not
news,
too
you
important. Not important enough to gamble on a nat 20.
Well, look. Good news. You don't faint. As you just sort of bring this blade of literal psychic energy up, like, and just bring it through your head, you see stars, and for a moment your vision goes white. Why don't we take a little trip back to how Skooka got his morals in the first place, as you attempt to purge yourself of the devil.
I mean, I just mean I wanted to stab the devil, really. But okay.
Hey. You said it was a silly idea.
It is
I'm
a silly
just
idea.
agreeing with you. Come on, let's go on a ride.
Okay, let's do this.
You
Where are we
said
going?
Let's see, Skooka, baby Skooka, maybe around 6 years old?
6 years old. Oh, it's so long ago, Mackenzie. It's so long ago. Get my own notes open here just for my own reference. God damn it. Also, damn, we talk a lot.
You see your vision sort of fill again with something very familiar. It's not this sort of suburban podunk town. It is a city. Tall skyscrapers, and the air itself it's filled with that same sort of smog, but it's not that fire, that like wildfire smog. It's just city smog, exhaust car pipes. And you're small again.
Yeah.
6.
Oh yeah, it all comes back. He's there he is in the slums of the city. Not Hyperion, not old Hyperion, another
Not old
city.
Hyperion.
Yeah, no, he moved away. But it is a city, and it is in the slums. And he'll go straight back to what he used to do every day, you know, which is he'd have a couple of ringers, and then there he'd go, wandering the streets in his ragtag clothing, looking lost. Looking
Pretty
for...
cute for a hobgoblin, isn't he?
He's always had a handsome face.
That's how you ended up here, isn't it? You're cute. You're a cute kid. It's really hard not to pity a cute kid, isn't it?
And that's exactly why he was wandering the streets as he was. looking for somewhat wealthy marks.
Anyone particular? Describe it. Who catches your eye?
Always feminine presenting. They just seem to react to children better. I don't know why. Especially foreign ones and kittens and things. If I could find a kitten, I remember one week I had a kitten, and I kept it for that whole week because it increased my profits by about 50%. Anyway, I go up to this woman. Excuse me, I'm lost. Can you help me?
This Earth Genasi woman, just sort of maybe 5 foot tall, sort of long, like dark hair that sort of just falls in like these curls that are almost too chunky, but like they fall very gracefully down her shoulder. She's wearing a very nice velvet green dress, like this sort of this marble, like this almost like marbled skin, and these sparkling amethyst eyes, and just sort of leans out. Oh, aren't you a cute one? Where are you going? Where's your family?
I don't know. I lost them in the crowds. They're around here somewhere. We don't live far away. Do you know where this street is? And he'd hold up a little piece of paper that has his home street on. My ma gave it to me in case I got lost.
Well, I think so. Do you want me to come with you, or do you want me to I can just point you over, but no, I'm not gonna. No, here, come with me, and she'll hold out her hand for you.
I will take her hand.
And she will lead you to the street as you sort of wind through the backways of the street, sort of from the nicer areas where you do most of your work down to a slightly less than pleasant part. And you can see she gets visibly kind of uncomfortable as you sort of enter this place. Really, you live here? What's a... Oh, it's a pity. You're such a cute child.
I think I recognize the place. It's just left down here. I say, next to an alley where I know my friends are waiting.
Oh, roll me a persuasion check. Oh, well, I wouldn't want to leave you right here. Can I walk you to your door? Would that be okay? Would your parents be alright?
Please, I'm terribly scared.
And she will walk down the alley with you.
My da, he drinks.
Oh, does he? Does he drink a lot?
No, he's alright, really. I'm okay.
Sure.
And I'm 100% distracting her so that my friends can essentially steal her belongings. Sleight of hand if they can. It depends who I'm with, really. I prefer the people who are subtle about it.
I will say with that persuasion check, you're able to just distract her so fully she doesn't even notice. Is this your home?
Yes. Yes, this is it.
Oh, all right. Well, are your parents home, or should I just leave you here?
And a door would almost certainly open. There's always someone waiting for me, and no matter what goblin it is, I'm like, Ma or Da, and like I run towards them. Everyone knows what's going on here. Everyone in this.
And she will, oh, hello, and just sort of wave from the bottom of the stairs.
And you know, they're pretty well practiced as well. They're not as cute as Skooka, but they know the lines. Oh, I really wish we could give you a reward. We're just so poor here, gesturing to the slums. And then as soon as she's gone, we look at our haul and see what we managed to get.
She was pretty wealthy. You got a lot. Nice necklace. Nice purse. A nice wallet. Lots of gold pieces. Maybe even a couple platinum? Is that platinum in this one?
Skooka wouldn't know. He never really got any of the profits.
What do you do after?
Out we go again.
And this time, as you wander out, you wander out same street, different street.
Different street. Never work the same street twice.
You wander out, and you aren't entirely looking where you're going, and you accidentally bump into someone. very neatly pressed, very nicely tailored suit. Sort of this like rich navy blue, and the lapels are pressed and like almost embossed with velvet in this very pretty pattern. Very nice shine leather shoes. An elegant businessman. Pressed tie. Tall.
And I know this is a risk, because usually these sort of people, they tend to be quite cold and unconcerned. But my eyes are bigger than my belly. I see all that nice stuff and I get greedy. Sometimes if I get a lot of people and wealthy ones, they might give me like cake. So I try it
What
on.
do you do?
I walk up.
And this man sort of crouches down. And you didn't know it at the time. You wouldn't have recognized it. But grown Skuko looking back, you see the face of a man. An older man. Short cropped gray hair. And a devilish smile on his lips. What's wrong, child? Come on, stop crying. Going to be alright.
May I use your handkerchief? I imagine it's silk.
He just sort of wipes the tears off your face, and you can actually feel that prestidigitation magic just sort of get away. Come on. You have such a pretty face. You wouldn't want to ruin it crying, would you?
I don't know where my mommy and daddy are.
He just sort of looks you dead in the eye. Oh, I think you do. But I appreciate your efforts. Come on. And I'll hold out a hand.
Hey, you gonna help me get back home?
I think I can help you do a little bit better. Come on.
And this, he's been warned about this, so he starts to raise the alarm. Help!
No.
Help! Hello! Help me!
And he will press his handkerchief into your pocket, or into your hand. Silk embossed. Very pretty.
I'm supposed to cry out if someone tries to take me.
I was going to return you eventually. You have a lot of potential.
Oh.
Just keep that with you. I'm sure you'll understand soon enough. You are very smart and very, very charming.
Alright. Come with you then.
Take his hand.
Take his hand.
And as you walk off, you can see this vision sort of fade. Sarah, it's Cepheus. You wake up in a car parked under a bridge. Skuka is nowhere to be seen.
Bro?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Where's
Wait, has
Skuka?
it been an hour since you left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been more than an hour.
Okay, I'm big again. Yeah. And he's gonna sit up.
I feel like I overslept.
Couldn't have been longer than he checks his watch.
Your watch is broken.
It's broken. I don't know. But
Get out of
where
the car.
are we?
We're near the school, I think.
You look around, you're sort of parked off to the side of this dry riverbed that you know kind of is adjacent to your school. You know sometimes people will skate down these things, but you know, there's no one around.
I'm just gonna call out just like Skuka and just yell.
No one responds.
Damn it. Why is he always wandering off?
Hey Ward, do you know where the other horsemen are? Can you find them?
Uh,
Or at least maybe give me a direction.
Um, uh, get one moment. You actually feel this presence sort of almost retreat from the back of your head. It kind of gives you a little bit of a headache, and then it comes back. Well, he's over some. It was a little foggy. There was something there. It was like something was preventing me from getting in his head, but I could sort of see it.
As long
down
as I have a direction.
To your right, Parker Street.
Hey, you've been kind of cool lately.
It's best to play on the winner's side, and honestly, at this point, I think I have more faith in y'all than I do in the, old Scratch.
Well, I hope you did pick the winning side. Thanks for helping me again. And I'm gonna start walking off.
I can do more if you'll let me, just remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. Cicera.
Yes.
This way.
All right, let's go. Wait. Do you know where we're going?
I know a direction.
Little birdie
good enough
told
for me.
me.
Steph's gonna do something, and he's gonna check and see if the keys are still in the ignition.
I don't know, Scrat or Skuka, did you leave the keys in the ignition?
Just double checking.
Yeah, it's an abandoned city. Who's gonna steal it?
I'm just gonna grab them.
Okay, you have the keys to a very, very, very broken Mini Cooper.
You know what? Broken or not, if we come back and it's not here, I'm gonna be real upset. So.
Okay.
I'm taking them with me.
You walk down Parker Street, you pass by a bunch of abandoned buildings. You can even sort of see in the distance the dorms that you know are yours, but they look so broken and decrepit. You pass by a liquor store with a smashed in window and an open front door. You keep walking and walking. And somewhere in front of the liquor store you see a form sort of kneeling on the ground.
Do you think that's Skuka? Can you see him?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna yell out his name and see if a head turns or something.
Suka, in the middle of your vision, sort of as if through water, you can hear something calling you back. But you're a baby.
I'm baby.
This is...
Skuka.
You know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to save yourself, do what's best for you.
Skuka doesn't feel good about the whole leaving thing anyway. So as much as they steal and rob and mug people, he's seen the profits of that go towards some pretty good things. Some poor goblins that wouldn't have otherwise got decent attention and stuff. It's not like they live the high life or anything, but... And there's certainly goblins that profit more than others. But he's supposed to look out for the crowd. It never really sat right with him looking out for the crowd, but at this moment he's really torn.
You hear something calling back to you. And as Cepheus and Cicera, you approach this figure, you can see the haphazardly fixed purple mohawk of Skuka. There is blood running from his temple. A shattered shadow blade in one hand. In the other hand is a silk-pressed handkerchief, embroidered with the initials O.S. And pressed against the wall in shadow are two very large, fiendish wings. And that is where we're ending tonight's session of Apotheosis.
Yeah.
Hi.
What?
I feel like Seth has just become more and more protective of Skuka as this game has gone on. I feel like Skuka's always like getting himself into trouble, and Steph's like, gotta bail him out again.
That's pretty much Skuka's MO. We have 2 sessions left, right?
I was going to get snacks.
Oh yeah, there is an upturned basket of snacks. There, you could see some Twinkies on the ground.
Seth loves Twinkies. There's something special about such a fake pastry.
Look, you succeeded on your wisdom saving throw, so I didn't have you walking away. Could have been worse.
Oh man.
I have fear.
So, anyways. Hi,
Also,
y'all.
the thing about War asking or saying they can do more, I've already like had a plan of being like, hey, you want to go 50-50?
We can do that. Hell yeah.
That's kind of the direction I'm going with Pestilence.
Me talks to War all the time.
I think
Hey.
if Skuka gets out of all of this, they're not gonna give Famine an inch. But enough of people are getting in their heads.
Look, it's just... You were the one brown-nosing the devil earlier. Kind of makes you the easiest target.
I know, but I had character development.
And now we can see that character development in action.
Me and War.
And I loved
Six.
it.
I've changed my bond from everyone should be having as much fun as me to friends are more important.
Oh,
Anyway,
Skuka.
yeah. Hey, let's start wrapping up, shall we? We have things for you all to look at as I hastily go and grab the credits because I haven't actually uploaded them yet. So do check out our social links, which are here. I'm just going to leave Famine starving. GG's things. GG.
This session was so many puns.
So we are going to go on a raid as well, so stick around for the raid. Check out our social links. Check out our sponsors, Mage Hand Press, who make third party expansions for 5th edition, and the Deck of Many, who make the Deck of Many animated spell cards, the Deck of Many animated things, and lots of other great stuff. We'll be back next week with more Apotheosis. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, everyone, and we will see you later on. Bye.
Bye.
Iliu.